This right here is a perfect example of why I would never personally consider having water buffalo.
It's a friendly one.
But look at how cute she is.
If it's not quite obvious yet, we're going on another little farm ranch tour here. So we're here at Beyond Organics. It's roughly 4,000 acres of organic water buffalo and cattle. So we're gonna go meet the man of the hour here, see if we can link up with him. There we go. There we are. There he is, already waiting for us. Good morning.
Morning.
This is Mr. Michael DeWeiler.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Trinity.
Trinity, that's my 17-year-old.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
here last time. I'm Deanne.
That's Deanne, that's
good to
my
meet you.
23-year-old
I'm
daughter.
Alex.
Alex, good to meet you.
Alex, my maybe daughter-in-law, one of these days, we'll see.
Okay.
Working on Grayson,
Grayson.
and Tristan behind the camera.
Grayson behind the camera. Good.
And phone face, my wife, Kelly.
Kelly, good to see you again, Kelly.
You guys know each other. So we are only about 6 or 7 miles from where we
Is
live.
that?
Yeah, straight down the highway we live off of on this beautiful, beautiful ranch. So Mr. Detweiler is going to give us a tour today. Tell us all the ins and outs. I'm going to question him to the ends of the earth.
I hope I can answer 10% of them. No.
So I'm going to annoy you with the questions.
That's okay.
Oh.
That's good. I like questions.
I try to stump.
That's good.
That's
Oh,
my
yeah,
goal.
that
No,
won't be hard. That'll be fine.
that won't be hard. So maybe I didn't ask you, or maybe I don't remember. What is your official title here?
Director of Agriculture and Outside Operations / Ranch Manager / everything else.
All right, perfect. Almost from CEO to handyman, and everything in between.
No, the CEO and CO, those are my operations. The handyman, yes. I'll
right.
take that one.
All right, let's load up. So we're gonna split up.
Big coffee.
Yeah, iced coffee, lots of sugar, lots of cream, hold the coffee.
Good job, little gate man.
A lot of work. See the. We just help him carry it. He carries it. You can have white, you can have blondes, you can have light browns, you can have black.
Really? Okay.
Normal variants. The dark black they're larger, a little more pinny, a little more Holstein looking. That's a Riverine. That's more of a dairy type. And then you'll see some of the ones that are a little thicker in the rear end, a little shorter. Might have white socks. That's a swamp type. That's more Thailand. They're more
Really?
meat
Okay.
draft
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of buffalo. First got here, they said, well, swamp and Riverine don't cross. Well, we haven't had any
No,
problem.
no problem.
No, but buffalo will not cross with the cattle. They have more chromosomes than a beef cow.
Okay.
So it's buffalo exclusive. But we're trying to sell, since our end point is for meat production, we're focusing on trying to shorter, deeper, more fleshy buffalo bulls and cows.
Okay.
But we still have some of those dairy types, which are a little taller, a little more
you're,
pinnier.
you're trying to follow the guidelines of basically beef. I mean,
Yes.
smaller, more compact. Do
Right.
you also selectively breed for finer bone, or is it just frame score?
I don't think you're going to fine bone a buffalo.
Yeah.
They're just
probably too little.
thick boned.
Yeah.
I mean, you get into, we'll see some of the
Well, your
bulls.
carcass yields, I think we talked about this before, they're low,
They're
right?
low, yeah.
Yeah.
Just because there's so much bone, so much hide, so much.
What are they like? They're more like 50%, where a beef is 65, 64?
42%?
That's a lot of bone and hide and head and horn.
When I could never find international work that said, hey, this is your percentage. So the guy that I have slaughtering my buffalo, I'm like, would you mind if we weighed everything off a few of these things? And 42, I think I had one at 44. I had one at Lowe's 38.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's
You're growing bone and hide.
pretty much.
Wow. Okay. So I would assume, I think like maybe a lot of folks that know a little bit about animals, that these water buffalo, considering they come from Asia predominantly, right?
Yep.
They're going to be incredibly heat adapted. I mean, they're going to handle heat like no one's business.
If they have water.
And that is the caveat. So this is something I learned last time I was here. Had no clue. I figured, come on, water buffalo, come from Asia. Those things should be able to stand out in the middle of the fields endlessly. So tell us what the kicker is with these guys.
Well, they don't really, they do perspire, but not like a beef cow. So, if I had them standing out here with no shade and no pond, they're going to be huffing and puffing, and there's going to be some stress. Not a little stress, a lot of stress. So
a lot of stress like death.
Potentially.
Okay.
We unfortunately have lost a couple old cows, and in paddocks that we were coming through. It got hotter earlier than we went before we moved, and that was it. So if they can just come in, dip in the water, spend a couple minutes, and come back out, and they'll just do that all day long.
So I would say this right here is a perfect example of why I would never personally consider having water buffalo.
Yes, if you have stock ponds.
There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
Boy, these things are destructive.
Yes.
Look at that. That is wild. That is absolutely wild.
And if they don't have a pond, they will waller out a spot, and they will make a small mud hole, and then it'll just work over time into actually a small pond.
Wow.
So they if they stay in a pond, like I had some bulls, pulled off the cows, and there's now some, 12-foot wide holes that are, 18 inches deep. Because they're bored and they just want to keep digging to slay in the mud.
Well, one of my favorite things on my ranch is my ponds that are beautiful, and they have aquatic plants, and we have,
Funny thing, that's why they brought buffalo here originally. They thought they were going to eat the invasive aquatic plants in Florida in the inland waterways, and they got them here and they realized they don't really eat water plants. They eat grass. They just go in and out of the water.
They eat the desirables.
Yeah, so that was kind of the original original mindset of why they brought them.
Yeah.
Back about 50 years ago.
So. They're very destructive. Very, very destructive.
Yeah.
What are you keeping for mineral? Well, since we're here.
It's a mix of 2/3 Redmond salt, 1/3 Redmond conditioner.
Okay, you're keeping conditioner on.
Yeah.
Yep. You remediated. Okay,
Yes,
so what we're standing on used to be a solid thicket of, right there. Actually, look over here.
Yep.
I would assume that's remnant.
That is planted in the 1970s.
So that's what we are
flew on the
standing
seed, and they also put rows in some of it. So it was a solid stand of pine.
What have you been doing to correct your pH? Just traditional ag lime applications, or are you doing calcium?
Crushed eggshells.
The eggshells.
Yep. So
that's right.
Jordan uses the egg membrane collagen protein in the supplements for Ancient Nutrition.
Well, let's keep motoring. Let's go look at the other stands of what you got.
That's kind of the rule of thumb I've been trying to follow.
Hey!
Yeah.
Well, if you see some, point it out.
Yeah, I don't see any out here.
All right. So we're in since 70, so 50 something
Years of
50 plus years stand
of fescue.
Of fescue.
K31, good old in the fight fescue.
K31, highly toxic grass. Yep, that's it really. Oh, cool. They're whispering to me.
There you go. Have fun.
See, that dang fawn didn't even want to hear me pontificate about grass. It's like, I'm out of here, man.
I can tell you right now, I would eat everything but the K31.
It was fine until this guy started talking. It was like,
you're preaching to the choir. I'm out of here. I don't want to hear it. That's right. Boom, gone.
Yeah. He's like, I know. I don't eat the Kentucky 31 either.
Gives me indigestion.
Oh.
Yeah, it smells like geraniums, kind of. Geraniums? No. Gardenias.
Lavender.
Not geraniums. Gardenias.
It smells like lavender to me.
That's what I thought. It kind of slightly has a lavender smell.
It smells like gardenias.
It has more of a floral scent than the lavender.
That's what he said.
Kelly, what was that Colt had me eat? And it tastes like Earl Grey tea.
Oh, what? Yeah, it's bergamot that makes Earl Grey Earl Grey.
Bergamot.
Bergamot, yeah, that's the spice that makes Earl Grey.
That's what we were eating.
And
it was the bergamot.
Yeah.
Beautiful freaking purple flower. They have copious.
I didn't know it raised. It was around here.
It's native here. Any rate,
It tastes like Earl Grey.
yes.
Oh, nice.
But it is spicy, man.
Oh, I like
it. It's a kick in the face.
And shoulders for us, women's hips tight. We got it down. We used the chain. It took two of them.
Freaking should have been beef.
Should have been ground. Is that the bergamot, Kelly?
This is it. There's our wild bergamot.
Wild bergamot, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
I think that's the first I've seen here. That's really kind of cool that you just picked it out.
That's kind of cool that we just talked about it.
Find some. My mother wants you to send them to her.
Yeah. So funny. Okay.
Yep. Just exhausted.
Now, do you see them take and drink water from these if they have fresh water elsewhere?
Not so much.
Okay.
They will. Now,
Oh.
I guarantee when we had You know, we've brought our beef cattle and our water buffalo together and tried to get higher concentration and much more of a grazing impact.
Yeah.
And the cattle, after buffalo 1 pass, they will not touch it. They will not drink it. They'll just go to the fresh tanks.
Okay.
But the buffalo will. Until it gets really chocolate milky.
Yeah. So tell me this: what is their sexual maturity? How fast do they mature? When, and like daily gains, anything like that?
On average, 2 to 2.5 before they'll ever conceive.
Okay, 2.5.
So you got to get 24 to 26 months before they'll conceive. They got 10-month gestation, so you're at a 3-year-old before you get your first calf. Bulls, same thing. Start to be able to, impregnate a cow 2-ish, but 2.5. And they say an established cow will not stand for a young bull. They have much more of an aversion to young bulls. So you've got to have some mature bulls in there with your young ones until they get up, because otherwise you don't have your older cows settled.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's a long time.
It is.
3 years for an animal.
Yeah, you got 3 years before you got your first calf on the ground. Then you got
calf, and then you got another 2 years before they can become 2.5 years before they can.
Yeah.
Well, that's a slow process to build a herd.
You've got to get in there and get the wheel turning before you're going to start making money. Otherwise, that initial startup is just sound like sheep.
Yeah.
Have a lamb and sell a lamb.
And what's the market bearing on these things right now? Live weight?
Live weight, $130 to $150 a pound. There's just such a select group.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one buffalo cow. She would never conceive. She weighed 2,200 pounds. She just looked like this fat tick.
Balloon.
She was short little thing. I mean, oodles of fat. We made lots of tallow off of her.
Yeah. How does the tallow taste?
Clean.
Yeah.
Very clean. It's very white.
So they don't get a yellow fat like a beef on grass?
Not that I've seen.
Oh.
No, and it's just a real clean. It's highly desirable in the making like those creams from tallow, like the tallow balms, tallow creams.
So Grayson, say that again, because we might not have heard it. What did you observe?
That
Zoom
water
in on it.
buffalo
See if you
cow.
can see.
The water buffalo cow.
She got a mucus plug hanging.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Well, and she's not with the herd per se, so
Right.
it would make sense.
Hanging back. So
And
she very
everybody
well.
ran right past her.
Is that a bull coming?
Yep, there's a bull coming.
I was just gonna say. I'm guessing that's a bull the way he's moving.
Yeah, Tristan asked that. There you can see just larger diameter, heavier head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A green head off a water buffalo bull, when we slaughter them, that's almost 200 pounds.
Jeez.
I mean, there's just a ton of weight to that. 150 to 200 pounds depending on the size. And weighing that hide, there again, another 250 pounds. I mean, it's just, you got a lot laying on the floor.
So will the males try to kill the calves? When
No,
they're just born?
we haven't had any issues with that. They say in the wild that a bull will come in and kind of pair off 20, 30 cows for his own.
Okay.
And they'll kind of do their own little sub-herd thing. And then when the calves are all born and the breeding's done, the ladies just kind of kick them out, and then the bulls kind of wad up together in the off season, and then they become their own kind of self-isolated herd.
What's your website? We're gonna put that up.
The ranch does not have a website yet.
Oh.
That's in development. They had
Okay.
one, and it kind of fell apart. We're starting to get those wheels in motion, but we're going to get that going. But I have a website for the books I write.
We can do that.
Yeah, I sell devotional books. So.
But that's fine. Hey,
Yeah.
You can talk about pastures and sheep and buffalo, and it all kind of falls into biblical teachings.
It is, yeah. You've heard one, okay?
Yep.
I mean, it's
No. There it is. That is a lot of eggshells, my friend.
Oh, well, look at your mountain over here, over there, over here. Now, some of these piles were hatchery waste. Now, that's pretty rough stuff.
They use this as their lime.
Calcium.
Edition, right?
Yep.
I would put this in a round pen.
For some reason, I don't know if that place is not in operation. Up until 2.5 years ago, they were just trucking it in twice a month, semi-load a month, every other month, twice a month. But hasn't been now for a while, so.
I think we're about to get real
Rained
wet.
on.
I think it's real wet. Hey, I'm gonna get in my cab machine. Oh, probably. You know what?
I take one of them?
Yeah, yeah, haven't burned all the horns off of them that Brahma carry over.
Okay. Now, are a lot of these pulled though?
I would say 85% of the calves we've dropped are probably 85-90% are pulled.
Okay.
So we're getting some horn throwback, but
They look good. They got good condition.
yeah.
They do. You know, like this girl right here. She looks real nice.
Yes, that was one of the old cows I brought. And then the calves are...
Got good fat deposits around the tail head.
Yep.
Is there anything you guys can do for fly control? You just let nature take its course?
Well, I haven't tried the garlic C-Cure,
C90?
C90 garlic. I thought about trying that this
It
year.
helps. I think it does. It takes 6-8 weeks for it to, you know. That's got to be 50, 60, 70 pounds of horn alone.
Not even.
Not even.
Big
100 pounds.
hollow.
Oh, they're hollow.
They're hollow and they look like a beehive in there.
Yeah.
Cavernous. It's all
Yeah.
vascular.
Yeah.
But you
But
hit
still,
them.
God, feel
When
it.
they hit them though, it sounds like you're hitting cardboard. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wrapping paper tubes together.
Crazy how
Hilarious.
big those are.
Yes.
Drink them. Yeah.
Put the milk and blood together. See how she drinks that.
Okay. She make them this.
Pink and green. Girls.
Look at this. What's that?
A little wet. Y'all a little wet.
How'd you make out, babe? Did you do okay? You're a little. Oh, you're not bad. You're not bad. Oh, it is so loud. Look at this. It is just. Oh, I'm getting hammered. All right, so the rain is not subsiding. We looked at the weather app. It looks like it's just going to keep pouring on us. So we're going to take a rain check, and we'll be back in just a second. I think I'm going to come out here and try to finish this tour and interview to show you the rest of the place. Say bye for 2 seconds. We'll be back. We'll be back. Ah, they're in. So here we are a couple days later. I said we'd be right back. Good morning. Team. Let's do it. Here we go. That's away. One of my favorite things. Tip out windshield.
Oh yeah.
So we took a quick detour before we're going to go see the buffalo, but
Yeah,
Mike
we're gonna-
has something here
We're
for
gonna
us.
mount a little buffalo head for the head of Tick Creek Ranch. You know, UTV vehicle here. I think it'll be a nice.
That's
addition.
awesome.
So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
we'll
The true cowboy Cadillac.
That's right. Just like Boss Hog off Dukes
Thanks,
and Hazard,
buddy.
man. My pleasure.
I think it's cool. Heck yeah, we'll hang that one up.
Yeah,
That's gonna
I'll
be
get
awesome.
you a bigger one when we butcher a bigger.
Yeah, we're gonna hang some of those on the house. I'm gonna actually maybe hang that in my shop. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is super cool. Oh, awesome.
But, hey,
Thank you.
Hey,
All right.
can't wait.
Let's go check out the buffalo.
Bye.
Let's
See
do
ya.
it. Holy shit's going on the front end. I think it's forgot calves. Bunch of babies. Sit down, dude. I don't know. Well, yeah, they don't jump the high wires. Oh, we're ready, kids. That's beautiful.
Yeah, blackberries are gorgeous, man, aren't they?
They are. They're nice.
Himalayan, Algerian invasive species are just.
That's Ceresia. That's a man. There was money in that.
Yeah. Yep.
So, what's this right here?
This
You
is
guys
the
are clearing
neighbors.
out.
So
Oh,
they're
okay.
just clearing. We did our fence last year, and then we put a buffer in because we're organic. They're not.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna give you guys a little look with the drone here.
So you might need to go a little higher. Sometimes they've been bugged by drones, but they've seen drones, so they're not totally familiar to them. First time we threw a drone out here, that was like parting the waters of the Red Sea because they were like,
Too much clay.
"Come on, let's go!"
Well, I can push them with the drone.
You know that.
so cute.
Very fresh, a couple hours old, if that. Still wet umbilical. I gotta go take you to find your bad mom that abandoned you.
I sound just like her.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that, Trent?
I want it. We can put it in the truck and take it home.
Yeah, we don't have buffalo milk, and I'm
have
pretty sure our cows will
I
not
can go
accept
stuff
this
her on
water
970.
buffalo. Thank you. Yeah,
970. What are you talking about?
yeah, right.
I could just milk her in the pasture and then put her in the
Yeah,
bottle and
no,
boom.
no. You have a goose. You have a puppy. You
I have
have
a baby horse.
9 horses on the property now. No,
Look at this.
I know. She's a cute little thing.
I'll
But
get one eventually.
Picked it up.
going the wrong way, kids.
I got the video interest. You helped it.
Hey, love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kristen, you need to take like 3 home.
3, huh?
I definitely need to, right?
Here, Trin.
Right. Oh, she's so cute.
Troublemaker.
Uh-huh. But look at how cute she is. That face makes up for all of it.
I know the whole herd is.
Well, it's kind of fun because we can just get on that. Yeah,
It's a friendly one.
it's one that enjoys pets, for sure.
It isn't sketchy. Here's what I would do. Grazing hard in the fall. Leave something so it doesn't wash on winter. Come back, graze again.
She says, okay, I'm done.
What's the mortality rate of these calves, like compared to beef?
Well, if we can keep them with mom, I mean, that's our biggest hurdle is probably loss of just being lost.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's not high. But we don't find a lot of dead calves. I mean, we find a couple. No. I mean, just from like slip calf or died from unknown cause. Our gestation rate of the younger animals is good. I don't have a hard number because we don't have them branded, so I can say every cow had a calf.
Sure.
And they wear tags off, so, you know, and they all look black and the same, so it's like, how do you tell, right?
Yeah.
And there's not that many distinguishing characters. But with younger animals, I think we've got very good gestation rates.
What would you guess? Just if you had to throw
The younger
a number out.
animals, less, probably 80% for the younger ones. Now the older ones, I think they start skipping years. You know, you get over 18, 20 years. I mean, they can calve into their mid to late 20s, but I don't believe, from my experience, that they show me that they calve every year.
Yeah, well, you can tell which ones are heat adapted and not, right?
That's right.
You drive by a farm, you look out, and they're all shaded up.
Or
And you
standing
look
in a
across,
pond up to the
or,
waist.
Or they're water buffalo, like water buffalo. in
Yeah,
the
like
pond,
water buffalo.
And then a neighbor's got some cattle out grazing.
Because that's what you see with the buffalo. They'll be in the water and out of the water. They just need that for a little cooling. They don't just stay there all day like a non-heat adapted beef cattle, which just parks
Will stand there for hours.
For hours, because they're like, I can't handle it.
Yep.
Buffalo just takes a dip, comes out, grazes, comes back in. They just, and they'll move as a group. Dip it in, dip it out, and so, I mean, they're very effective that way to keep going, and they keep grazing. And the heat doesn't really bother them as long as they can just
get
take
a
that
dip.
cooling. Yep.
Yeah.
And
it seems like some of the cattle, they never get out of it because they honestly can't even cool down because it's a shallow 4-foot pond.
That's
and
right.
the water's probably 85 degrees.
Right.
And so they're just like, I don't know which is worse.
Well, I talked to one guy years ago, and he said what they're trying to do is get those hooves in the cool mud, you know, because the first place you lose vascular flow is to the extremities, the feet and the hooves. So they're trying to cool that to open the blood flow so they can get some blood flow to their feet.
Yeah, a massive amount of blood goes through hooves. Yeah.
That's why if you can pump a calf, you know, right after birth, I mean, that's one of the best resuscitation, just pump the hoof. That's where the buffalo, they have a larger foot. And
Huge. I was just noticing, like this calf right here, she's 30% hooves.
I mean, they got a giant hoof. I mean,
huge.
That's a big old foot for a little bitty calf.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's big.
Yep.
And
that's like he's like 4 days old. If you got some bad hay, they can work with you. I mean, they can maintain themselves and not fall apart on some poor foot. I think it's because lower, slower gut, more bacterial action.
Yeah.
And they can churn that stuff that a normal animal, beef animal, won't.
Well, they're wild animals.
Yeah.
Right. I mean.
Yeah, they know how to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah.
they're built
Most
that way.
of the cattle herd in, well, most of the world has been pampered for a very long time.
Oh, sure.
I think the closest thing we have to wild cattle are Corriente.
Probably.
It's probably the least far removed from wild genetics. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't kill them. You know, they're tough. They're tough. They're
Can't
tough.
Can you eat them though? No, I'm just kidding. No.
Actually, I've actually been. I'm part of a grazing group.
Have you eaten some Corriente?
A Corriente. I have.
And?
Now this one was. It wasn't finished. Let's say that.
Yeah.
But it's a Corriente group on Facebook, and somebody was showing their animal that they finished on like 120, 140 day ration.
Of a grain of like a
Yeah,
feedlot ration.
they were given all kinds of inputs,
Right.
and they finished it, and it looked like Wagyu. Unbelievable amounts of marbling.
Huh.
Hence, I mean, it makes sense. They live on tumbleweeds.
Well, but I
So-
mean, you take any of us and you sit us down in a couch and give us nothing but starches and carbohydrates, and you
Yep.
get fat Americans, you get fat American cattle.
But at the same time, though, a lot of them cattle, they just get a fat cap.
Right.
And no marbling.
That's true.
And this thing was marbled out. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's something to be
So the
thought about anyway.
Because I don't think you'll get a buffalo. I mean, no matter how well we've taken some really
Yeah.
great high energy grass, a little bit of marbling, but they're like a bison. They just don't marble
Yeah,
intramuscular much. That's just not what they do.
They probably just get visceral fat and back
Yeah,
fat,
correct.
cat fat.
Yeah.
We never even introduced the guy standing in the background.
Yeah, we better.
Yeah, we better get the help on here.
Yeah, this
Come
is
on.
two of our excellent staff. This is Sean Lemaster and Randy Parrott.
All right. Well, we've met, but good to see you again.
Yep.
Good to see you.
And Wes.
So without these guys, it wouldn't happen. So we are a small crew, but we do a lot of work, and we try to work as efficiently as we can.
Again, how many acres are you having to maintain with 3 men?
4,000 acres,
Excuse me,
2,100
3 men
open.
and 1 lady.
3 men and 1 lady, yeah. And then we have a guy that trucks and does some part-time, equipment work with us. So.
Okay.
But yeah, 4,000 acres, 2,100 acres open, and we do it all with just that small crew. Plus a lot of other things that don't involve the ranch.
Yeah, right.
Like harvesting blackberries and other things. So yeah, when I first started here, we occasionally find some calves left back. They become orphaned. It was too many days, and we had a very poor survivability rate. One day I watched a cow come out of this mud hole. I mean, and the calf just latched on. I'm like, soil-borne organisms. I mean, we're not getting that. So one of the products that Jordan sells from Ancient Nutrition and Garden of Life are soil-borne organisms because it's key for the human gut.
Yeah.
So we started putting a capsule of that in every bottle of buffalo milk, and our survivability rate has went up like 90%.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is that just for buffalo? Or
We've added
bovine?
we've added to a few beef calves too, and it definitely helped. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you guys have a site? Do you want to?
well, that Ancient Nutrition sells SBO. I think SBO Protect. That's Jordan's old company, and then Garden of Life. I don't know what their product, but he started both those companies.
Okay.
And, yeah, soil-borne organisms, about the spores of the soil-borne beneficial bacteria, key to our gut, key to an animal's gut. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll get the information. We'll
Yeah.
put it up on the screen so people can visit the website.
That'd be good.
Check it out.
Yeah, and you'll plug my devotional book I'm starting to write now.
Yeah, yeah, we'll
get
throw that up
yeah,
there
we'll get
too.
that
That's
going.
it.
That's right.
All
We'll
right.
get that going.
Thank you for having us out
Hey,
here.
thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
And
Yeah,
we'll come out again.
yeah, we'll
Bother
have to
you
come
guys.
again as we keep making improvements.
Sure. Yeah.
Just kind of do a little video log thing.
And I'll have one of the buffalo here.
Yeah,
Right.
We'll
you
let
can ride it over
one.
here.
Yeah.
You can ride it over here. That would be really cool.
That would be really cool.